I said, Raptors Summer League is just a few days away. They start on July 11th. They have games of the 11th, the 13th, the 15th, and the 17th, and they will likely get an additional game added in. And then there's playoffs, I think, which could be a couple of games as well. But for the time being, the current Summer League schedule is those 4 games. And as you see from, if you're watching on the live stream, the thumbnail says stacked. The title has stacked in it. I mean, it seems like a pretty stacked roster for the Raptors, which is very exciting. Now, the thing is, when it comes to Summer League, I mean, I look at the Raptors Summer League roster every year, and I think, like, that roster looks pretty good. And then the Raptors Summer League, I don't know. I can't remember the last time we had a extraordinarily successful Summer League. You know what I mean? Like, it's last year was decent, but I can't remember like an extraordinarily successful Summer League. Also on top of like when it's a really good roster, some of the guys on the roster are only going to play like 1 game or even like half a game. They're going to roll out. The Raptors are going to see them in 1 game and go, yep, this guy's ready for the season. Let's take him out, have him ready for training camp. Don't risk any injuries and whatnot. But, I mean, I'm looking at this roster here, and I'm pulling up this Yardbreaker article talking about the Raptors Summer League roster. This looks like a pretty damn good roster, honest to goodness. Lots of like notable players for the Raptors in the NBA. You've got Jacoby Walter, who is going to be out here for the Raptors. Jonathan Mobo, Jamison Battle. Battle coming off of an excellent summer league last season, which helped earn him a spot on the Raptors. Eventually, got a standard NBA contract out of it. Jamal Shed, who was going to be a big factor for the Raptors this season. A.J. Lawson finished the season really well for the Raptors. Then we've got recent 9th overall pick, Colin Murray Boyles, recent 39th overall pick, Elijah Martin. Also, we have Ulrich Shamshay, who was injured to end the season last year, but he's in this. Colin Castleton, he finished the season with the Raptors. He's got a chance to earn a roster spot this summer. And then you've got like guys, you got Chucky Hepburn, who was a undrafted free agent signing, who was I forget what conference exactly, but he was Defensive Player of the Year in his conference. Clifford Omarui, no relation to Eugene Omarui. I actually don't think you pronounce their names the same. I'm not quite sure. I apologize, Clifford. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he was also an undrafted free agent. Then you've got a couple guys who are with the 905 last season. Tyreek Key, I believe, is one of them who is a solid player. Quincy Guerrier, who is quite a good player as well, actually. Had a decent summer league last season with the Raptors and was decent for the 905 throughout the season. Shamshay, I mean, he was with the 905 as well. Coach James Wade. So this is like a really interesting roster when it comes to summer league. And the thing is, like, I feel like every year we think the roster is pretty stacked. This is a great roster. But, I mean, I look at this. This is seriously, like, a pretty damn good roster. Now, some of the rosters out there, like the Wizards Summer League roster, the Wizards Summer League roster is, like, I mean, the Wizards starting 5 in Summer League, like, might actually be their NBA starting 5. So they're going to probably be pretty good, I would think. The Jazz as well are going to have a pretty good Summer League team. But, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're gassing it up because we're Raptors fans, but it's just kind of difficult to look at this roster because it's tough to, like, to understand how it compares to every other roster because, like, even people that are super locked into the league, I don't think they know everything about every roster going into Summer League. But this is, regardless, going to be a pretty exciting team for Summer League. Like, this has got to be a team that's pretty competitive. But let's think about what the lineup is going to be. Like, what would the starting 5 be for this team? Like, you've got Jamal Shed at the 1, Jacoby Walter at the 2. Are we going to put, Jamison Battle at the 3, Colin Murray Boyles at the 4, Jonathan Mobo at the 5. You could put, like, even Colin Caston there, but probably not Shamshay. You'll keep Mobo there. Like, that is a pretty good lineup there. Shed, Walter, Battle, Murray Boyles, Mobo, like that's a bench we might see in the NBA playing together as well. So I struggle to see this not being an ultra competitive team for Summer League. Again, we could be made to eat our words on that one. Let me know what you guys think. We have Nand in the chat who's saying we said that last year. Indeed, we did. Nick Killer says Summer League always hit or miss for us, but we need a strong performance to carry into the season. Can we see our rookies? I think they will contribute right away. Absolutely, they need to contribute right away. So let's talk about kind of like what Summer League, who Summer League is the most important for, I think, out of all the players involved. So for rookies, how Summer League typically works, I mean, you could say it for sophomore players as well, but typically if a guy's playing really well in Summer League, like especially a higher pick, like somebody like Colin Murray Boyles, that's obviously a good sign. But it's not that big of a deal when a guy's playing well. It's Summer League, like, yeah, you draft a guy high or, you have a sophomore guy. These are players you should be better than. These are players you need to be dominating, kind of. You need to look like you're better than everyone there. But there isn't much you learn from a player who plays well in Summer League. There is quite a lot you can learn from a player who's playing poorly in Summer League. Now, we've seen players play well in Summer League and not play well in the NBA. We've seen players not play well in Summer League and play well in the NBA. There's no be-all, end-all. There's no rule here. But again, typically when it comes to Summer League, it is the players who struggle, which means more than the players who are doing quite well. But let's take a look at some of the players who have like a lot on the line here. So, I mean, a lot of like the players who are less notable of the lineup, like you think back to last season. It's obviously big for them, but you think back to last season. Jamison Battle wasn't exactly somebody that we knew of really. We knew really anything of, but he played so well in Summer League that he got an Exhibit 10 contract. He played so well in preseason that he got a two-way contract. He played so well in the NBA, got a standard NBA contract. Like, Jamison Battle is the blueprint for all these guys to see and to understand how they can rise through the ranks. Like, if you play well in Summer League, it can lead to all of these possibilities of playing the NBA. But for Jamison Battle this season, like, it's not as if the Raptors have this amazing bench, but there are a lot of pretty good players fighting for a limited amount of spots there, Jamison Battle being one of them. I mean, I look at what the likely bench for the Raptors is going to be. Jamal Shed would be, let's like make a lineup of players that are going to be coming off the bench for the Raptors. Jamal Shed would likely be the point guard. Grady Dick would likely be the shooting guard. You would have some combination of Jacoby Walter, Ochai Agbaji, Jamison Battle filling out like other spots for the wings. You have to worry a little bit about Jonathan Mobo as well. Is he going to get into the mix there? Because like Colin Murray Boyles is there as well. You want to play Colin Murray Boyles right away, and I feel like I might even be potentially forgetting someone. So I think Jamal Shed has his role pretty locked down. I don't suspect he'll get a ton of Summer League game time, especially because like he's an older player. Like, I think we'll get like one or two games that Jamal Shed will be like, all right, he's good. Let's not worry about getting him injured. He's looking the part because I suspect he's going to play pretty well in this. AJ Lawson, we'll see. They probably want to get a good look because his roster spot as a whole is not guaranteed. But the guys, like I said, like Jacoby Walter, like Jonathan Mobo, like Jamison Battle, these are the second-year players who probably really need to showcase that like they look better than everyone else. They are the better players than everyone else because there's, again, limited amount of spots to get consistent game time. And not that Summer League is going to make or break it, but if one of these players comes out really strong in Summer League, that could go a long way to helping cement their spot in the Raptors rotation for next season because it is absolutely not a given. I mean, I even talk about Sandro Mamukelashvili for something like Mobo. He's probably going to be fighting for some spots in like the big rotation off the bench. Now you have Mamukelashvili, who's going to be fighting for those spots. So, big deal. A lot of players in this mix for the Raptors who are second-year players who may not have locked down rotation roles. Their goal is to try and earn that. But, as for any Summer League situation, a lot of players vying for a lot. This could make or break some careers. You look at Jamison Battle, his journey. If he hadn't played well in Summer League, who knows where he would be right now? Who knows what sort of trajectory he would have been on if it would have been different, if he would have done it somewhere else. These things matter, and it's going to be exciting to see how these players look. I think, like, the player I'm most excited to watch, I just want to get a bigger feel for Colin Murray Boyles, and I want Raptors fans to get a better feel and start to really I want them to really start to like this guy. So let me know. Who are you most excited to see? I'm excited for Colin Murray Boyles, but I think Jacoby Walter's got a chance to make a jump this season, and this hopefully plants the seed for that to happen.